All right. Happy 2023, our first team call of the year. This is, like I said, so fun to see everybody on here. We have a couple things we're going to talk about today. And if you guys have questions or anything, definitely ask. But a bunch of us on this call went to Super Sunday yesterday, which was so cool. I've never been to one before. We're just going to share some of the stuff that we learned, kind of some things in store for the company and for our businesses this year that we're all really excited about. Want to start off with some Success Club recognition like we like to do at the beginning of the calls. So leading the pack is Jen Snyder. She is at SC4. I'm pretty sure about to be SC6 or even 8. She's got a couple other carts out. So she is crushing it. Amber Sullenberger is at 2. Jenna Lindros is at 2. I don't know if she's on here, but she is at 2 as well. So congratulations to you guys. And Erica is going to talk a little bit later about some of the Success Club changes this year, which are really going to help all of us just leverage all the products that we have. And that will help us not only with income, but also with Success Club. So that's super exciting. But to start it out, so you guys, I'm sure have all heard the term health esteem that we've all been talking about in Beachbody over the past month or so. So Carl Deichler, our CEO, and all the other bigwigs in the company came up with this concept of health esteem. And this month, January, is World Health Esteem Month. And I love it because health esteem is pretty much self-esteem and healthy habits put together. And the purpose of this, I think for so long, the fitness industry was so focused on the outcome, so focused on weight loss, the scale, the before and afters, and tying it. I don't know that anybody did this purposely, I'm sure not, but it ended up, people were tying their self-worth to what they weighed, what they looked like. And that's never what we've been about, right? As a company and in our own businesses, that's never what we've been about. And so we are going to shift the way that we market things, hence the shift in the name to get away from Beachbody. That in and of itself kind of has maybe a negative connotation. So we're going to be changing our company name to Body. I believe in March is the date that the month that they're looking to do that. Which is really going to go along with, what we're all about with health esteem. So the way that we can use that in our businesses is to help people kind of where they're at. Because a lot of times, again, this all ties into Success Club and everything else. When we're getting people started, our getting started package, which is what I call the total solution pack, is everything, right? You're getting supplements, you're getting workouts, you're getting the community, you're getting the nutrition plans, you're getting all the things. Some people want all the things. The total solution pack is still like the best deal to get everything, right? To get in if you want all the things. I was that person that wanted all the things when I started. I was like, yep, tell me what to do. I'll do all the things. Some people, however, that's really intimidating, right? And they think, I can't do all that right now. So then I just won't do any of it. No, I can't, I'm not going to do that. So we're going to be more focused on just meeting people where they are. What little changes can they make to improve their life? And with the concept of health esteem, you're not looking towards the outcome, right? You're looking at the journey, and every day is a win. And it's all about giving yourself grace and making these small little changes, because also when you're completing a program or you have a specific weight loss goal or something like that, if it isn't happening as quickly as you want it to, you start to view yourself as a failure. And this isn't working. And I've wasted my money and I've wasted my time. And instead, this is just looking at each day as an opportunity to feel your best. It's really more focused on how you're feeling more so than anything else, because you can have wins in how you feel every single day. Whether it's just drinking more water today. That was all I could do, was drink a little bit more water than yesterday. Awesome. I went for a walk today. Great. I had my Shakeology mug cake instead of a gigantic bowl of ice cream. Awesome. Like these little things that end up being big things. Oh, look at Abram. Oh my God. Hi. Oh my gosh, that end up being big things. And these are things that we can celebrate with the people that we are bringing into our community to make them just feel better in general. And like I said, not be so focused on the outcome. So when Carl Deichler spoke to us yesterday, he's our CEO. He was at the Super Sunday we were at, which was super cool. I didn't realize that till like the day before that he was coming, but he talked a lot about this. And let me see if there's anything else that he said specifically. Oh, and the other thing is just helping people love themselves first. That's a big part of health esteem as well, because you have to love yourself, and you have to come at a healthy lifestyle with love instead of punishment if you want to sustain it. Because people that start a healthy lifestyle or maybe make their New Year's resolutions as this form of punishment for what they did over the holidays or whatever, it tends to be a huge drastic change that they can sustain maybe for a couple weeks. And then now we all know what, everybody falls off by February because it's too much, and it's too focused on negative, on what they don't want to look like, and just punishing yourself. So instead, just kind of helping people flip the script to making it a more positive experience in general, and really, again, focusing on how they feel. So that's what we're going to be helping people do this month. And let's see.
I think too, like with health esteem, I take it as being very transparent through the process, that it's not always like roses and sunshine, and you're not always, it's not always easy. You're going to have hard days. You're going to have ebbs and flows of like, you're really feeling strong and you're feeling good, but no matter what, whether you're having a day where you're, coming off of a holiday and you're feeling bloated and whatever, you still love yourself through it. And you might not like how you're feeling, like literally in that moment, but you are okay with sitting in that, like, and realizing it, like, it's okay. I'm just going to keep moving along. I'm still worthy. This is not like the end of the world. I don't have to punish myself now. That's how, like, I'm going to lead with this, is like, loving yourself through the whole journey, and it's never ending. It's just constant learning and growing, and kind of that failing forward, progress over perfection.
Yeah, 100%. I think that's a good point too. Especially for us as coaches, right? I think a lot of times when we start coaching, we think we have to be perfect. We have to be the perfect example for anybody. And oh my gosh, if we miss a workout, then how's anyone else going to work out if we can't even work out on this day? But in reality, we're much more relatable when we are real. And like Erica said, be transparent. I mean, I will tell you, my December was kind of a hot mess, nutrition wise, fitness wise, the whole bit. And I talked about that in my stories. I talked about how much I struggled getting up in the morning. I talked about how I had no motivation to do workouts, and a lot of times I skipped them, and just how I was working through that, and then how I kind of am getting through that. You know what I mean? What I'm doing, how I'm helping myself. And that's kind of one of our jobs as coaches, because people look to us not to be perfect, but to help them navigate through when they're having those moments. And if you portray that you never have those moments, then you're not relatable, right? And so, yes, loving yourself the whole time, recognizing, hey, life's not perfect. That's okay. Nobody is. Yes, it's all about just loving yourself exactly as you are through the journey of life. And that way people, it's just the whole thing is much more sustainable then, right? And we won't have as many people falling off because they feel as though they're not worthy to be there because maybe they missed a couple workouts or something like that. I think that's about all that I had for that, unless anybody else has anything they want to add about health esteem or anything, but that's going to kind of be what we're leading with this year, and body blocks fit into that as well. So that's, I'll touch on this really quickly too. Body blocks are kind of going to be our new, there's still going to be 2 fitness program releases a year, Carl said, like regular programs like we're all used to. But we're going to be mostly focused on these 3-week well, they're 4-week body blocks, I guess. But 3 weeks of workouts and then kind of 1 week of recovery. And the workouts are 5 days a week, for 3 weeks, really. So what Carl was saying yesterday, he's like, you're only asking people to work out 15 days a month. And that's sustainable. People can tell themselves, I can do that. I can do 15 days a month. That's really not that bad. And even Carl was saying he's been more consistent over the past 6 months as he's been doing this body block style than he ever has been before, because it's really good, not only physically when you're working out for 3 weeks and kind of take that week off, it allows your body to, readjust, to rest, to recover, but it also allows your mind to do that too. When you get that little break, it allows your mind to reset. It allows you to get excited for the next body block so that you just keep going. So that fits into the health esteem thing too, where it's like, we're not asking you to work out for 80 days in a row and never miss a workout and all, you know what I mean? It's 15 days out of 30 or 31. You could do that, right? And you can make it work for you. So that fits in too. Okay. So Erica was just going to touch a little bit. I know we talked on our last call, but just a little bit more on Success Club and the changes for this year and how they're going to help us, which is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'll try my best here. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. With Success Club, you can still, it used to be where you only could earn 2 points from selling a total solution pack. Or of course there was if somebody buys 90 PV on HD, and it was always like, oh crap, they didn't put it on HD, so I don't get a Success Club point, or the combination of the combo of 90 PV with a couple different products on HD to get a Success Club point. Now we will still get points for total solution packs as usual. That has not changed, but with the health esteem and changing body, beach body over to body, they're also trying to help coaches out and our businesses in the sense of just people purchasing products. And now if you have a customer, and tell me if I'm wrong in this, but any customer, whether they are a PC or not, and if they have not ordered within 90 days. So there's many people, I mean, I have a ton of customers that don't order anything in, 90 days. But if you have someone order whatever they order, so it could be beach bars, it could be Shakeology, it can be collagen, that personal volume is going to be included in your monthly tally of personal volume. And if you get 125 PV between your customers ordering, and they haven't ordered in 90 days, and it doesn't have to be on HD either, which is awesome, you'll earn a Success Club point. So this is huge, because I don't know about you, but sometimes I log in my back office and I'm like, oh crap, this person ordered, and if it would have just been on HD, or darn it, if they would have gotten the completion pack instead, I would have gotten points. In fact, that happened today. So now I'm like, oh, well, maybe this will at least at the end of the month, maybe you'll get at least 1 point from this particular order that somebody had placed. So it's a really good way for us to boost our businesses while helping others, with their health and wellness, and make more money. So I know our main goal is to help others, but if we're putting time in, for our accountability groups and talking to our challengers and recommending products, like, it's nice to get paid for our efforts. So the more PV you get, the more Success Club points, the more you're building, the more people are buying, the more commission you're going to make. So I know for me, I don't share enough of the products. I mean, I use collagen every day. I eat like 3 beach bars a day, no joke. Shakeology, all Power Greens, all of those things that I rarely even show. So now it's like, start showing those things. People just think Beachbody and Shakeology, I think, a lot of times. So start sharing these things that you're using regularly. And with this will be a really great opportunity for in our stories to, can you talk about the coach link generator thing? That's where I was going there.
Yeah. Yes. So in our stories, we, when you're talking about whatever product you use, because you probably do use quite a few of them. I think I use literally almost everything. I really need to start talking about last thing. I take that many, many nights. I used to really struggle to fall asleep, like really, really struggle. And I don't anymore. But I never talk about last thing. I don't know why. So things like that, you can talk about it in your stories, and then you can put a link to the product that is, and I'll actually share my screen because I have my coach link generator up, a link to the product that is linked to your coach number, so that if somebody's going through your stories and they want to order that product, all they have to do is click on that link. And if they purchase, you get the credit, whether they are your customer or they're not. Now, if they already have a coach, it will ask them, do they want to switch to you as a coach? Maybe they have a coach they don't even know, and they'll say, sure, I'll switch to her. I mean, otherwise, then, the other person will get the commission and the points for that. But I was thinking about it, like when I'm going through people's stories and they post like an Amazon link or something, I click on those all the time and purchase things based on what people are talking about. And so if you didn't know, I'm going to kind of show you, let me share my screen, how to do the coach link generator. Okay.
And this is really good because yes, we want to lead with the challenge pack, the total solution pack, but this is again where if someone is hesitant or they just want to try something, okay, well here you can sign up with this, these beach bars, try these first, and that might get them a little more that resistance down to then maybe eventually that trust, you're building that trust that then, oh, maybe someone will try, maybe we'll add on the workouts next time or something.
Yeah, totally. It just goes with, again, meeting them where they're at and what they exactly need. And, maybe they only struggle with sleep. And so last thing will be what they need, So what I never remember this exact link, but it is tbbcoachtools.com. I just Google Beachbody coach link generator. That's what I always do, but it's tbbcoachtools.com, and you'll get this screen here. And what you have to do is enter your coach ID right here at the top. Because if you don't, it will not be linked to you. It will just take them to Beachbody and to whoever. So make sure you enter your coach ID and then hit this blue submit button. Now I'm going to assume it's blue when you're doing it on your phone. I'm doing this on my computer. But so when you do that, then you scroll down and you will see a link for everything that we have. And you can, filter by what you're looking for. Are you looking for Shakeology? Are you looking for supplements? You can search. So I'll put like Energize, because I'll probably talk about that quite a bit. So here it is, Beachbody Performance Energize Tub. And then, how can I minimize you guys? Let's see. Okay. And then you can just copy the link. Oh, how do we do this on here? I guess this button, sorry. Yeah, link copied. So then you just copy the link, and when you go into your stories, oh, now I lost you guys. Hold on. Oh my God, I'm so good at Zoom. And then when you go into your stories, there is a button that you can click. I don't remember what it looks like when you're in your stories, but you can put a link in there and you'll just drop that link there, and you can title it whatever you want. Like I would say, I don't know, Jolt Juice link or something, whatever you want to call it. And then people could just click on it and order it right from there. It is a really simple way, but make sure you're talking about it first. Don't just throw a bunch of links on your stories, like a link with a picture or something like that. That doesn't do anything. People want to hear your testimonials. Like think about why you buy something that's on somebody else's stories. It's because you've heard them talk about it and you've heard them say how it's helped them. So when you're using something, just think, okay, let me talk about this in my stories and tell people why I love this product, why I'm using this, and then drop a link there. And if they're like, oh, okay, I'm hearing this, I'll click on this. Sure, I'll buy that. Then you get the credit. And when you get that 125 PV points combined with however many orders, you'll get a Success Club point. I actually just logged on to mine today and I was like, oh, I went from 2 to 3. How did that happen with Success Club points? And it was because I had 3 different orders. First time I've ever seen it, because this is the first time we've done this. And I checked to see how I got that extra point, and it was from PV, which was pretty cool. Let's see. I wanted to show you one other really quick thing. I also got this cool, which Jen and Erica probably got too, this cool document that was shared in one of our threads that we're in from our corporate mentor, which I will share this in our team page. Can you guys see this? Can you see my screen? No? Yes?
No.
We see your screen, but it's still on the link generator.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those tabs, Jess.
Yeah, I just opened it. Oh man. Let's see. I don't know how to like switch what I'm sharing. I want to click on you. Well, anyway, I'll put it in the team page, but it's a little picture of all the different supplements and what they help with, which I thought was really cool. I saved it to my phone. So it was like, if somebody needs more energy, 3-day refresh, Bevy, energy boost, energize, first thing, Shakeology. Somebody needs, wants better skin. If somebody has sore muscles, if they want better digestion, better sleep, like all these different things and the different things that you can suggest and talk to them about. And especially if you use them, you can offer your own personal testimonials to those things. This isn't awkward at all. Having like my child just sitting right there. What do you need? What? Oh my God. Anywho, okay. So I think that's all that I want to share about that, but definitely use that coach link generator. And I need to start doing that too and talk about all the things that we use. So I will stop sharing my screen and then Jen.
Yeah, wait, Mandy has a question. Yeah, Mandy, you can use the coach link generator for total solution packs too.
Yeah.
And would it be a good idea to put the $20 code off on there too? You mean like on our stories, like actually putting the code there?
Yeah, my thought was that you talk about the program and you're like so excited, and then we put the poll up, but nobody ever answers the poll because
Never.
nobody wants to actually talk to you.
Right.
So my thought was like, maybe, you obviously invite the people watching your stories, but maybe there's the one person who just wants to sign up and follow you on Instagram. And I was just thinking that maybe for that person, that might be a good way to go about getting them signed up.
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely always try. Of course, my first thought was like, well, I would probably say if you want a $20 off code, like, let me know and I'll give it to you. But you're right. There are some people that will just never let you know that. And they're like, no, I don't want to talk to anybody. So that's an idea to put it there. Well, that's the whole thing with the coach link generator. Yeah. Just like click on it.
Yes.
And honestly, or you could just leave the whole $20 code thing off and let them just order it at the regular price. I don't know. I feel like you could do that whatever way feels good to you. But you definitely could and see, because you can use, like, even if somebody was ordering, I mean, you can use anybody's code at any time. Like, so I probably just wouldn't put it on there at all, but I don't know.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Does anybody else have any questions about that or anything else so far? Jen's going to talk a little bit about something too, but. All right, Jen, you're up.
All right, guys. So I don't know if you've seen any emails that have come through from Body or, mentions from Beachbody. I'm going to say Beachbody 18 times, Body, whatever we are now, that have said like, eat more dessert. And I never looked into it. Honestly, we get a lot of emails. I was like, okay, I'm not quite sure where this is going. Well, yesterday, Carl was talking about what the eat more dessert phrase means. And then in the National Wake Up Call last week, he also talked about it. And he had some stats in there. He said that the dessert industry is a $268 billion industry, but 1 in 5 people that eat dessert are looking for a healthy option. So he's like, and nobody has the market on that. Nobody has the solution to that. And he was like, oh, but we do. So the way that he presented this was kind of what Jess was saying. If you have somebody and you're inviting them and you reach out to them and say, do you want to join me for Sure Thing? Do you want to join me for a body block? Do you want to join me for the 4-week gut protocol? And they are not ready. That is a lot. They don't want to do the huge sign up. The slogan he uses is like, you ask them, like, do you like to eat dessert? And you don't have to do it like that, but that was his whole thing, was like, do you like to eat dessert? Or talking at it, I was like, I don't know, that'd be a little weird, but kind of going on with like, would you be willing to try like basically our, superfood shake tons of recipes where you can make it into muffins and protein bites and mug cakes and all of that. Would you be willing to try it for 30 days? There is a 30-day money or a money back guarantee for that. Because that little step may just get them in the door. Like you're just telling them, okay, every night you have a bowl of ice cream. Why don't instead you have like, they have cookies and creamy nice cream instead. Try that for 30 days and see what happens. And, the thought is you get them off of that sugar addiction, give them a little taste of feeling better. And then you come back after that 20, 30 days and say, how do you feel? And they're like, you know what? I think I'm ready to do that body block. I'm ready to go onto the 4-week gut protocol, kind of just getting their foot in the door. And I know I am very guilty. I want to sell total solution packs. I want success points. Like that's what I want. I'm not going to pretend like that's what I'm like. And I would even struggle because I'd be like, well, you could get a total solution pack with Shakeology, but that might scare them. You're like, no, but then I don't want the workouts. I just want the Shakeology. So kind of meeting people where they are, because a lot of times I think I get hung up too. Like they're like, not right now. You get stuck and you're like, what about nutrition? Well, even nutrition plans sometimes are too much for them. So that's kind of where he was going with that. And really true, we have the perfect solution. If you go onto your app, your BOD app, you're just in the home screen. There's a ton of desserts already listed there. It'll say eat more desserts, bunch of options. I have some links that I can share to different protein bites and things like that are in the back office that I've found in the past. And then yesterday he was talking about these peanut butter cups and I knew I had the recipe and I put it in one thread, but I will share it in the Team Strong Together thread. They're super easy. They're like, I don't know, peanut butter, chocolate Shakeology, and coconut oil. And they're so good. You put them in a mini muffin tin and you're set. So that's a kind of way to reach out to those people that want something. And we kind of have the solution for them just to kind of get them in the door. That was it. Yeah. But the eat more desserts things is a little weird. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be like, hey, do you like to eat dessert? I mean, I'm not going to do that.
I think that's a good way too, to showcase in our stories. Like, oh, I made this dessert version with Shakeology instead or whatever. Cause you're right. Like there are some people that just want that healthier option to create for that sweet tooth or whatever. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be, I'm not asking people, do you want to eat more dessert? Right. I feel like the premise of it is good.
Yeah, for sure. So. I mean, that's all we did yesterday on the ride down was eat these. Chad joked about balls, Shakeology balls, and we had 2 different kinds. We lived off them because they didn't feed us. So we had, and they were delicious, different and delicious. Good. And I had energy to work out. I mean, it did. So I think it is a good, and I really need to flip because I tend to just shoot some pack. Like and I tend to be in my mindset, like Jess said, when I signed up with Jess, I wanted I'm like, yep, I want it all. Yeah. And I tend to market that way. I tend to come out that way. Like, I love the gut protocol. I'm like, let's all do it. And people are like, eh. So I think this is a nice little spin.
It is. It's good. And I mean, I'm the same way because also the total solution pack is the best deal. Like that's how you're going to get everything at the cheapest. But you know what? Not everybody wants that, right? And I also think not everybody wants a shake. I think a lot of people are like, I don't want to shake. I didn't want to shake. Like I got the total solution pack.
I don't want to shake right now. Like I am struggling like in this time of year. Like I don't want it. So this is like,
yes,
perfect for this time of year to say like, you don't have to drink it in shake form. Here are other ways I'm getting this in.
Yes. 100%. I blend mine, like Erica knows, every single day, always, but not in the warm weather months, but I don't want that at all right now. I do not want a frozen blended shake. And so I have been doing Jen's mug cake, but I was kind of like, it took me until this year to even try that. This was, I believe this fall was the first time that I tried it. And every winter I've been drinking Shakeology for 5 years. I would drink it every winter, but I struggled every day. I thought, I don't want this. I'm freezing already. And I think, number one, some people don't want a shake because they're like, I'm not a shake person, blah, blah, blah. And then some people especially don't want it now. I just talked to somebody yesterday who's like, I'm really struggling this winter to get it in. And then it didn't come out right, but you know what I mean? And, and so I just talked to her about other options, and that's, That's what we came up with. And I told her even just the mug cake, which is super simple. The mug cake is so simple. And Ashley, I did the applesauce today instead of the egg, like you were talking about yesterday. It was so good. I think I put my mug in the thing, but it's either an egg or a packet of squeezy applesauce from your kid, 1 scoop of Shakeology, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and like 2 or 3 tablespoons of like almond milk or water. So easy. Mix it up in a mug, put it in the microwave for 90 seconds. And it's so much better and so much more appealing in the winter months.
Doesn't it taste so much better? Oh
It
my
was good.
gosh.
Yeah, it was definitely more like not so cakey, I would
Yeah.
say, for sure. And I liked it a lot. It was more
Yeah.
like pudding.
I'm glad you liked it.
I don't know. Yeah, it was really good. What? That is what I was eating. Yes. So yeah, just things to talk to people about, because if I'm a coach that's been working for 5 years and I never really thought about it, neither has anybody else. So share that in your stories, share that in your groups, share that to people that you're talking to. And that goes along with the eat more dessert thing. Like it was much more appealing to me tonight when I'm like chilly. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have this mug cake. Sounds great. So yes. Anybody else have anything else? I struggle all year long. I know. Sometimes you just don't want like the actual shake. And so it's fun to like, and I think as coaches too, it'll be fun for us. Oh, you too. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, anyway. Well, yeah, that too. But it'll be fun for us to try different things. Like that will get me outside of my comfort zone too. Cause you know, I tend to stick with what I know, and I'm like, okay, well, I can showcase all this other stuff, but that means I need to start making all this other stuff, which will be fun. And I think that's a big thing about coaching that is really fun, is it does help us step out of our comfort zone in so many ways. Like whether it's by a fitness program you never thought that you would like, and then you give it a try and you're like, wow, this is pretty awesome. Or a nutrition thing that you end up making that is really good and you end up loving. So anybody else have anything, any questions, anything else you wanted to talk about? No? All right. Well, thanks for getting eyes. All right, I'm going to get a picture. I'm so excited to see so many faces. This is awesome. This year's going to be so good. So just make sure you're taking advantage of all these different things and different ways to spin it to help more people. Like it doesn't have to be an all or nothing. And I think that that's the really important message, just meeting people where they're at and helping them get started, whatever way works for them. So, okay, guys, picture 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me get over. Sorry. Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks for getting on. I will put this on our team page and I will put on those graphics that I couldn't figure out. And Jen will add some of her recipes and we'll be good. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later.